The Dawning 2023 has arrived. It's the holiday event in Destiny 2. It's time to spread some holiday cheer around the tower, throw some snowballs and have some fun, plus we can pick up some great new loot and bake some holiday treats. Well, today I'm going to run through how this event works, check out the ingredients, the recipes, the god roll loot, and how to farm Dawning Essence in this Dawning 2023 roundup in Destiny 2. Well, let's kick off today with how the Dawning works. So the objective of the Dawning is to gather ingredients, bake cookies and distribute them to NPCs throughout the solar system. The Dawning starts today and finishes on the 2nd of January 2024, and the event is free for all players. We've got some great loot, and that includes a brand new glaive, plus we've got all the classic Dawning weapons, including one of the best fusion rifles in the game, and that of course is Glacioclasm, but we're going to go through all the weapons later on. But first of all, we have to complete a short quest from Evil Levante, which will give us the holiday oven and also some ingredients. Then we're going to deliver our first cookie. So to get additional ingredients, we have to go out there into the solar system and kill certain enemies with different weapon types. And then certain ingredients will drop, and we can then use the holiday oven as a reference for cooking recipes and tick off the delivery of cookies to all NPCs. So follow along with that introduction quest from Evil Levante, and that will give you the basic gameplay loop of the Dawning 2023. Well, first of all, let's have a look at Dawning ingredients. So there are a couple of ingredient types, and you've got your common and your rare ingredients. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flash up all the ingredient sources on the screen, although the Dawning has changed over the last couple of years. It is a little bit better now. You can just go to your holiday oven and you can check out the sources for the ingredients. So it's much easier than it was in previous years. But as I say, it will flash up those ingredients on screen for you now. So once you have the ingredients, you want to combine them in your oven to create cookies, which you can then deliver to vendors in exchange for loot. And that is basically the gameplay loop for the Dawning. Well, next up, let's have a look at the vendor recipes. And once again, I'm going to flash the vendor recipes on the screen. And there might be one or two vendor recipes that have been added for this year's Dawning, and I'll put those down there in the comments. But the majority of the vendor recipes are here. But like I say, if you need some extra ones, just ask down there in the comments. I will provide you the recipe. Well, you're also going to need another ingredient for baking cookies, and that is Dawning Essence. So here are a few ways to farm Dawning Essence. So for each cookie or treat, it's going to take a certain amount of Dawning Essence, and if you masterwork your holiday oven, which you're going to go through later, and then it's going to be cheaper, so it's definitely worth masterworking your oven very, very quickly. So Dawning Essence can be earned from various activities around the solar system. So here are the activities. So you got Legend Lost Sectors, that's 15 to 17. You got Dungeons, that's 9. Crucible Matches, 10 to 15. Strikes, 5 to 15. Public Events, 5. And Patrols, 1. So public events are probably a decent method of farming Dawning Essence. They're quick, they're repeatable, they're nice and easy. And the EDZ is probably the best location for public events, as multiple are running at the same time. Turning public events heroic is going to help you get more Dawning Essence, and what I'll do, I'll post an update on the channel if any more efficient methods turn up in the first few days in the event. It's more than likely there's going to be a story quest or a story mission from the Lightfall campaign, but I'll put a video out later on in the week. So if you've got the ship, the Starfarer 7M, then you can put that on for more Dawning Essence bonuses. So once you've baked your goods, you want to deliver them to your NPCs. Well, next up, let's have a look at how to masterwork the holiday oven. So one of the first things you want to do is masterwork the oven. This is going to reduce the overall cost of Dawning Essence from 15 to 10 per cookie. So that is a very, very good reduction in the cost. As I say, it reduces the cost dramatically. It's going to help you over the course of the event. And to masterwork the oven, you want to create one of every treat. Once you've done that, you'll be able to reduce the cost of each cookie, and therefore you're going to be able to get even more loot. So, talking about the loot, let's have a look at all the weapons. First of all, we've got the Albedo Wing, and that is a glaive. This one is a new weapon. You can acquire this from the event challenges, weapon focusing, festive engrams. They can be purchased using a gift in return, and also Dawning Spirit. So this is Destiny's second hard-hitting aggressive glaive. You can roll some of the new perks from this season. And this one includes the very new, very cool beacon rounds, and otherwise is only found on rocket-assisted sidearms. Next up, we got a pulse rifle not to be sneezed at. This is the Stay Frosty. So Stay Frosty is a kinetic stasis pulse rifle with a lightweight frame, meaning superb handling and move faster with the weapon equipped. For PvE, tunnel vision and Desperado are good, and also headstone is pretty good as well. For PvP, Killing Wind and Desperado also very good. So definitely look out for that pulse rifle. It's really good. It's one of the best ones in the game. It is a lightweight frame, meaning you can get around the crucible nice and quickly, and of course it rolls with Desperado as well. Next up, we've got the Zephyr. That one is a legendary power sword with an adaptive frame. You can launch with a heavy uppercut attack. I'd say for PvE, Relentless Strikes and Cold Steel would be good, or maybe Whirlwind Blade. Therefore, PvP Thresh and Assassin's Blade would be a decent roll. Then you got Glacioclasm. This is one of the best fusion rifles in the game still. It is really, really good. It is a legendary energy fusion rifle that delivers void damage, and it's a high impact frame, meaning it's slow firing and causes high damage. And the weapon is more accurate when you're stationary and aiming down the sights. For PvP, Killing Wind and Unrelenting would be good. And for PvE, Ambitious Assassin and Demolitionist would be very, very good. But definitely check out Rolls of Glacioclasm. It's one of the best in the game. And definitely one I know LEGO is really going to be looking out for a good roll on. So definitely go after that. Next up, we got the submachine gun. It's called Cold Front. And this one is a legendary kinetic submachine gun with an aggressive frame, meaning high damage and high recoil. For PvP, Dynamic Throw Reduction and Thresh would be good. Have a PvE, Surplus and Dragonfly would be good. Then we've got Avalanche. That one's the machine gun. It's a legendary power machine gun with an adaptive frame. It's got a well-rounded grip, it's reliable and it's sturdy, and it deals solar damage. For PvP, Zen Moment and Tap the Trigger would be good. And for PvE, Auto-Learning Holster and Dragonfly would be a decent roll. Well, we also have some decent perks for these weapons this season. First of all, we've got Deconstruct, so dealing sustained damage grants bonus damage against vehicles and constructs and partially refills the magazine. Damage with primary ammo or against constructs provide additional progress, and constructs include barricades, turrets, stasis crystals, and other objects created in the field. And the perk description says that it partially refills the magazine, but Bungie did want to clarify this by saying it pulls ammo from thin air and not reserve. So Deconstruct, definitely a perk to be looking out for on your Dawning weapons this season. Then we've got Attrition Orb, so dealing sustained damage creates orbs of power. We've got Cold Steel, powered sword hits slow targets. That's going to be really good on that Zephyr sword. Then we've got Beacon Rounds, so final blows of the weapon grant your projectiles tracking, and dealing further damage extends the duration. So that is going to be very, very good on your Dawning weapons. Looking forward to see what that does. And then we've got the Origin trait, Dawning Surprise, so rapidly defeating targets awards a Dawning gift, and defeating powerful targets counts as more than one. So keep an eye out for Zephyr. It's the only stasis sword for now with the Cold Steel trait, and also the damage bonus for Deconstruct stacks with the Hake Breach Armor's Origin trait that you can select on Albedo Wing. And the Dawning Surprise Origin trait appears on all of the Dawning weapons. Well, that is not it for the loot. We've also got a memento, a new memento for the Dawning called Winter Night. So pick up the Winter Night quest from Evil Levante for your chance to earn the Dawning memento reward. And additional mementos can be acquired from opening a gift in return once the first memento is acquired. Well, that is about it for this guide for the Dawning 2023. Let me know in the comments what you think about the Dawning. What do you think about the armor ornaments? What do you think about the weapons? Let me know what you think about the event overall. Would really, really love to hear from you, as always. Well, that is it for this guide for the Dawning 2023. Well, thank you so much for watching or for listening. Well, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and also that like button would really, really help me out on the channel here. Would really appreciate it. Well, happy Dawning, everybody. Well, I'm going to get back stuck into the Dawning right now. I'm going to get those ingredients and deliver those cookies. Well, thanks again, and I will see you very soon.